Hey, y'all. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Linda. Hey, Pam. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Rufus. Hey, Sharon. How y'all doing on this beautiful Monday? Happy Monday. Happy blessed Monday. How y'all doing today? Um, I hope y'all press the like button. For the new people, can y'all show some love? Like and subscribe on YouTube. I am Ann Mays on YouTube. I am on YouTube every day from 7 to 9, except from Saturdays and Sundays. On Saturdays and Sundays, sometime I go live. I might do a short video or something like that. But hey, Paula, hey, Queen, how you doing? But through Monday through Fridays, you can catch me on YouTube. I would love for everybody to come to YouTube and we'll be on one accord. It's I am Ann Mays on YouTube. I have two YouTube channels. The one say I am Ann Mays is the one that I'm always on, not the one that just say Ann Mays. So y'all, today my topic is on YouTube because I always put a topic on YouTube. The topic for the day is that um, trying to protect our kids. hmm Each and every one of us that have kids, even grandkids and all that, we try to protect. We try to do the best we can to protect our children, and it be all mean necessary. Sometimes we go over and beyond the things that we do for our children. So that's the topic for today. That's what we're gonna be talking about today, and a couple of other things we're gonna be talking about. And y'all, this is what I want to say. Let me say this. So, yeah, today we're gonna be talking about today. Um, Nolan, they laid him to rest. Today was his funeral, and his mom, his dad, his mother, and his father did a phenomenal speech. So I watched some of that earlier today too. So I was thinking, and I was saying, hey Queen, hey girl, hey Barry. So I was thinking today, y'all, and I be thinking about certain things, and I be saying, why? Hey Nikki, hey girl, thank y'all. Can y'all show me some love on TikTok? Because I'll be trying to understand why is that. I get less love on TikTok and different places. And I know we got a lot of trolls and a lot of people, pickaboos and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, what is it? And y'all might ask yourself the same question. What is it about you that people don't like? Now, I know they got a lot of people that love me and they got a lot of people that dislike me that don't know me. And I figure it out. Let me get a step. I'm gonna tell y'all I figured it out. So y'all, guess what people don't like about us? Because all us got people that don't like us, right? All us got trolls, all us got pickaboos, all us got people. The same way people don't like me, they don't like you either. I don't care who you is, you might think the world like you, but that ain't gonna never happen. Nobody is liked by everybody. Everybody got people that dislike them. I don't care who you is, I don't care what color you is, I don't care what you got going on. They always got somebody that dislike you. Ain't that right, Dina? Angry? They always got. And then let me say this. So let me tell y'all what I figure out. So I be saying, I be on TikTok and I be on Instagram, I be on YouTube, I be on all social media platforms on the internet, right? And I be saying, what is it about me that people envious? Because at one time when I first came on TikTok, I didn't went viral a couple of times without me even knowing that I was viral, right? And I said this to myself. I said, maybe they probably ain't like the fact that, I started cussing a little, going off on people and this and that. See, people go to judging you, passing judgment on you, and they'll be like, at first they liked me, and then all of a sudden they don't like me no more. And I'm like, well, what I could have did to make the people dislike me? Because at the end of the day, I'd be posting pictures, I'd be posting videos, and people, they like other people, and you be saying, well, damn, what it is about them, and the same people, that you follow, they follow you, they don't even press the goddamn like button. I don't care if they celebrities. I don't care if they so-called local stars or whatever. If I'm good enough to press like and interact with you on your platform, why aren't you good enough to interact with me on my platform? I don't care if it's Cardi B. I don't care who you is. I don't care if you a celebrity. Why is it that Hold up. Hold up. Medicine be drying me out. Why is it that we could interact with other people and we could be on their lives and they channels and all that kind of stuff? That, let me tell you something. Now, some people got so many people that follow them and they don't want to take the time out to press the heart, the like, appreciate people y'all like, and people that y'all press the likes and views and y'all interact with. Them people don't give a damn about y'all. But the people like me, actually, the people like me that gonna read the comments, gonna come back on there and go pray. Sometimes I had stopped. Let me tell you, I had stopped going live on TikTok because at the end of the day, I was caught up in my emotions and my feelings, because I'm like, well, damn, what about me? Like, people don't like, because at first they liked me, and then it's all over the internet. But let me tell y'all the answer to that. People don't like people that they cannot tear down. If they can tear me down, and if I was a bum on the street, or I was somebody on here with a disfigure face or something wrong with me, you know what I'm saying? If something was really, really wrong with me, that they can tear me down and make me look shame, that's what they'll love about me. And it's sad. It's sad to say that our people do that to one another. You know, they got people that, and before I came on TikTok, they had a guy, I looked like his face had, he must have was in a fire. Maybe something happened. I don't want to stipulate. I don't know exactly what happened. But before I came on TikTok, I was about to listen to him, and I didn't get an opportunity to listen to him. And he was talking about how rude some people could allow their kids to be. And I almost knew what he was talking about, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I'm saying this. What is it about people that's on the internet? One of my, like, a lot of people that I love that follow me, I follow them. What is it about people that you can't just press the like? Or I understand y'all got your certain people that y'all like for certain reasons, but at the end of the day, if you somebody and you speaking about God, you talking about changing somebody's life, you talking about making a difference in somebody's life, you talking about positive stuff. People do not like. People love confrontation. They love the old me. They love the person that I was 20, 30, 40 years ago. That person that's going to come on here and go off and cuss everybody out and get out of character and all that. That's the person that they want to see. But I'm here to tell y'all, that's not the person that I am anymore. I'm not perfect, but I would never be the person that I was, because Jehovah brought me too far to go back. But, y'all, the answer to the question is, why do people don't like people, some of us, is because they can't tear you down. They don't like your persona. They don't like the way you carry yourself. They don't like the way you deliver the message. They don't like the way you dress. They don't like the way you talk. People just don't like people for no reason. And they have to go and look in the mirror at themselves. Go look in the mirror at yourself and ask yourself why you dislike other people, because they got people that dislike you too. Y'all got to make it make sense why you don't like somebody. Or I just don't like her. What's the reason? I understand some females don't like another female that's messing with their fiance, their husband, or some man don't like another man messing with his wife, and that's understandable. You got to have a valid reason to not to like somebody. You can't look at a person, oh, she look nice and she got nice clothes on and she got a nice car, a nice house and all that. You can't be mad and jealous and dislike a person because of who they are. Because, y'all, listen, some of y'all might think people don't like you because you might have more than them. Well, what about the people that got more than you? What about the people that got more than you that don't like you and they got more than you? What about the people that ask you for stuff, they don't want it, but they don't want to see you with it? I'm just saying, what about the people that got beautiful house, beautiful cars, and all that kind of stuff there? But if it was up to them, they don't want to see nobody else have more than them. It's sad, because that's the way of the world. A lot of y'all, the reason why y'all don't press like buttons and all this and show people love, because y'all afraid that they're going to make more money than you on the internet. At the end of the day, let me tell y'all something. When a person is favored by Jehovah, at the end of the day, whether y'all like them or not, when it's their season, it's their season. You can't stop nobody from being blessed, especially when they living right. and they carry themselves in a respectable way. I know that I am a phenomenal woman, but a lot of women dislike me because of me being a person that God created me to be. And I had a horrible life. I did. I had a good life, but I had a horrible life because I choose the horrible life. But at the end of the day, people don't even know your story, and they don't even like you. And at the end of the day, they don't know your struggle. They don't know the things you've been through in your life, and they still don't like you. And it's sad because the majority of our people is like that. They don't want to see one another get ahead. They always want to downgrade you, or they're looking for your downfall. Your own people don't want to see you survive. And some of our people don't want nothing. How you going to get mad at somebody that got something because they apply themselves to get it and you want it, but you don't apply yourself to go out there and get it? Y'all got to make it make sense. Y'all got to be more careful out here worrying about other people and what other people have. When you sitting on your ass and you ain't doing nothing, you ain't apply yourself to get none of the things that you see other people with, and you saying in your mind, I want that. Well, nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. Hey, Giselle, hey, cousin, you keep on sleeping, you're going to keep on dreaming. And that's how a lot of y'all is. Y'all don't even know why some of y'all dislike people. Y'all might see a beautiful woman, or she ain't even got to be beautiful. If she got something going on for herself, y'all don't like her. Hey, Andre, hey, Queen. And it's sad to say y'all like that. Y'all like that. And I be saying, like, I am an inspiration. They got other people in wheelchairs that's inspiration like me, but they'll do the same stuff that I do, and they get 17,000 views, 20,000 views, and this and that, and they're younger than me, but I be trying to show y'all that at the end of the day, that I can be an inspiration to y'all, and y'all showing me that y'all dislike me for other reasons. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm self-sufficient. I am not fully independent. So if I come on here and I show y'all, all right, how I transferred from my car to my wheelchair, show y'all how I dress myself, show y'all how I do this, show y'all how I swim, and that, instead of people being encouraged, you know what they doing? They're looking at, well, damn, she got it going on, or she pretty, or whatever they gonna say. But at the end of the day, they let that envy, that jealous, that strife sit in. So you know what they do when they see you? They start strolling, and they don't even press the like button because it's something about you, your persona, that they don't like. The way you carry yourself, that's what they don't like. So in order for them to like you, they got to be able to tear you down. People don't like who they can't tear down. If it's anything bad about you that they can make fun of and make you look bad, that's what they love. And it's sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. All are supposed to be clapping for one another. Everybody. Because guess what? Jehovah wasn't selfish. Jehovah made sure when they made one Cadillac, they made another. They made one Benz, they made another one. Everything in this world, he made more than one. So guess what? He wasn't selfish. He made one for all of us. But y'all mad because you ain't applying yourself to get what you want. You want it, but you ain't going out there to get it. You just want to keep on sleeping, and you want somebody to make life easy for you, when at the end of the day, you want everything for free. You don't want to work for nothing. You want everything to come to you on a gold spoon or fork. And at the end of the day, and you jealous and mad of the people who go out there and apply themselves to get certain things. Don't look at me and be jealous of me and say, oh, she in a wheelchair. She drive a nice car. She dressed nice and this and that. Okay. Think in your mind, well, damn. Miss Ann is an inspiration. She in a wheelchair. She got it going on. Let me see how I could get it going on. Thank you, Andre. That's how y'all supposed to be thinking. Think big. I promise y'all, let me say this. I was on the phone today with one of my sisters. Why are you in the building, Queen? with one of my sisters. And she said something that made a lot of sense. She said, sis, you don't be on the internet for the money. Because I've been on the internet for quite some time. The people used to like me until I went off and I had to check a few young women and all that kind of stuff there. And now you got the ones because I'm trying to, let me tell you something. I tried to talk to a young lady. Matter of fact, I'm going to say her name. I tried to talk to Brooke. I'm talking about Brooke. So me trying to talk to Brooke about a situation that I went through. I'm talking about BG old lady / wife or whatever. I tried to talk to Brooke in a respectable way. All right. Me and my ex went to court. We had a court battle between him and I and my children. He filed for custody of my children, our children, right? So the situation that him and I was in, we was going back and forth with the children, right? So when Brooke was going through what she was going through with her baby daddy, I got in the comments and I said, thank y'all on TikTok, thank y'all, Queen. And I said, Brooke, that's not right. In spite of whatever you and him whatever going on with you and your baby daddy, that has nothing to do with the children or the child, because she got a son for him. She got a pretty little handsome boy. I said it has nothing to do with the child. So that's how me and Brooke got into it. Over me trying to teach her and tell her the right thing to do was allow him to steal in spite of, but she was going off of her emotions. And then she went to cussing me out and disrespecting me and stuff like that. And then I clapped back. Which I was going to do. If anybody on the internet try to come for me, they know I'm coming back. In the chair, out the chair. So that's how me and Miss Brooke got into it, because I was trying to only tell her that it wasn't right for her to pull her son away from his father. For the people who don't know, that's why her and I had a little disagreement or whatever, and she cussed me out and all that kind of stuff there. You know what I'm saying? Then she took it a little further and told my son and his baby mama that I said something that I did not say. And that kind of pissed me off. That's what happened, for the people who don't know what happened between me and Brooke. But anyway, I say, so why is that? I understand they got people who like who they like, and you can't get mad because people like who they like. I deal with that every day. Y'all think everybody dislike the woman who almost unalived me? Everybody don't dislike her, and everybody don't dislike me. Some people like her in spite of whatever she did to me. They got people still got love for her. And that's their business. And they got people that still got love for me and people that dislike her and dislike me too. Each and every one of us got people that don't like us. All of us. Each and every one of us on these platforms, on the internet, got people that don't like us. And we all got people that pretend to like us. We got people that if they look better than you and they could degrade you and talk down on you. First of all, let me say this to a lot of y'all that don't be on TikTok. First of all, we got Bossy that's on TikTok. All right. Bossy is not, so I'm going to be honest. They call her turtle. They call her all kind of names and all that. The same thing they did to Shamo. It's a lot of people with a disfigure, something wrong with them on the internet. People go on there so they can troll them and tear them down. You know, like somebody once said, when I said I was a comedian, somebody said they're going to laugh at you, not with you. Thank God that they was laughing with me and not at me. And this came from a family member. A family member said, you ain't no comedian. You had to start when you was a little child. You ain't no comedian. You ain't this and that. They do have dream killers. Mind you, I done 2 shows with Cat Williams. Yes, I did. Never got booed. I had my own shows, sell out, all that. But at the end of the day, we still got people that don't believe in you like you believe in your damn self. You got to believe in you, because they got people that tear you down. because they don't want you to believe in yourself. They want you to give up. Like one said, when I got into it with these Miss things, they're going to say, oh, well, God, she ain't got nothing to lose. So that made me feel like they think they're better than me. And y'all ain't got nothing to lose. I'm just saying. And they don't have nothing to lose. And I could take it a little further since they say, oh, you ain't got nothing to lose. I could stay with them. So you talking about with me, you ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, she got this going on. She don't care about living and this and that. The devil is a lie. How y'all can say I don't care about living when y'all dudes is block boys? I'm just saying. So that's why, hey, Paris, hey, y'all, thank y'all on TikTok, thank y'all on YouTube, and thank y'all on Facebook. If people cannot tear you down, if you somebody always, you ain't even got to be rich. You ain't even got to have millions and billions of dollars. All you got to do is put some clothes on and put that shit on. And you know the first people hate us as women. All us women, right? All us women. It could be all us women and it could be men. You know who hate on the women the most? The women. Women hate on women more than a man. And of course, we got some men, and they act like little wusses. But they got more women that when you come outside and you pass them, I ain't never seen so many immaterialistic people in my life. When you come outside, you got people that's going to size you up from your head to your toe. And now on the phone, all they got to do is zoom in. If they see something that you got and they feel like they like it, all they got to do is zoom in, scan it, and they're going to find it. But what I want y'all to know is, man, you could get the same clothes, and that don't mean we gonna know how to put that shit on the same way. I'm just saying. But how could y'all be so selfish when it's enough for all of us? Yeah, but the very people that y'all try to degrade, hey, Lady P, the very people that y'all try to degrade is the ones that God is rising up. Jehovah taking his people that y'all make fun of, that y'all don't want to see successful, don't want to see them with nothing. Y'all want to try to degrade them and keep them down. That's the ones. Remember at one time, a lot of people just were scared to go outside with their autistic child. They was not scared. They was ashamed. They was ashamed to go outside if something was wrong with them or their child because they was afraid of people making fun of them. Ain't that something the world is about to change? What is AI? AI. My page is not IA. Oh, somebody else's page is IA. Oh, the world is turning right now. Hey, cousin, the world is turning right now. See, a lot of y'all blindsided. Y'all don't see what's going on. The world is turning. If it was up to the white man, it'll be a war going on. But they can't start a war because we got too many biracial family members. So y'all still around here playing the race cards when y'all ancestors, some of y'all then slept with our ancestors. Some of y'all then slept with some of our family members. We got too many biracial family members to start a war. Do y'all not know? Do y'all not realize how many white men that love black girls? Do y'all not realize that? See, if it was up to them, if it was up to the KKKs and the white power, they would have been started a war. But it's out of their control. See, they're hiding behind them sheets. They wolves and sheep clothes. So they hiding themselves. They committing their crimes. But they hide. And they thinking their power still gonna be the power that they used to have decades ago. Ain't no more power like that no more. Because at the end of the day, and let me tell y'all something else I found out today. I ain't the only one Mercedes on veterans in New Orleans, in Metairie. They're going to have a discrimination lawsuit against them, Mercedes. It's 4 other people that I know for sure, and they black. They did the same thing that they doing to me. I called them again today. I'm like, I've been having my car for 8 months. So what is going to happen? I ain't getting no phone call today. I ain't getting no phone call. So you mean to tell me I got a new Mercedes and I only had it 8 months and I've been having problems with it and I can't get the problem fixed? Well, who's going to speak up for me? Who's going to speak up for me? Because what's the next avenue? Because they got to be put on blast because I'm not the only black person they did this to. And 2 of the black people that I know, they situations similar, the same mind. They got rid of their Mercedes because of them doing them the same thing. Okay. What we going to do about that? We going to let them still feel like they got power? We going to let them still feel like they got power, enough power to say, oh, yeah, you got a Mercedes. Then at the end of the day, whatever going on with it, you got to eat that. Oh, wow. I only have 39,000 miles on my car. So I just got to ride it. Because they've been to the shop full time for the same thing. And they tell me they got the best technician it was. Well, he can't be too good because my sister brought her car to the Mercedes place too. And guess what? When she got it back, her light came on and was doing the same shit. It was doing the same shit that she went and paid $1,000 to get fixed when she got it out. It still was doing the same shit. And then another one of my people that I know, well, they call off the floor show, smack brand new off the floor. And they did the same thing to them. So how long we gonna allow Mercedes to think they got the upper hand on veterans in Metairie, and they could keep treating our people like this? Patricia Pat, you got to send me a message, Joyce, when I get off of here. Oh, wow. What Pat? Yeah, tell me when I get out off of here because I'm going to get in my feelings. Oh, yeah, I did see it. I saw it. I was trying to find out when the funeral was. Yeah, I saw it. But anyway, y'all, I didn't even know until I looked on the internet and saw that they honored Big Duck. And Big Duck did a lot for the city of New Orleans. So it should have been a news people out there. It should have been way more bigger than what it was. Oh, Thursday. All right. It should have been Big Duck. It should have been way more people at the Tree Meat Center. It should have been a second line and all that for Big Duck. And I'm saying, I see all these people. I see a lot of people. And I'm like, well, why it wasn't bigger than, why the news people wasn't out there? All the things that Big Duck done for the Huntersville, for Tamarine and Fan, and you mean to tell me they ain't hit the news? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all down here in New Orleans. Y'all got to do better than that. Big Duck is a legend. And they ain't run across the news. And y'all let that shit ride like that? Got to be more careful. Our people again. This a man that stood up for everything. This a man that walked to the courthouse, walked back from the courthouse, that when you see him, he walking everywhere. This is civil rights leader too. This our culture. Every second line group should have been out there. It should have been a second line for Big Duck. And I ain't talking about no little one. Come on, y'all. It should have been bigger than that. We don't know how much longer he got to be here. And you mean to tell me I saw spaces, I saw tables, empty tables, I saw the house. It should have been all the second line groups should have came together. But y'all didn't. Y'all didn't. Because at the end of the day, y'all make it all about y'all. Y'all ain't making about the people that paid the way for y'all. So y'all make second lines and all that about y'all. So where was all the second line groups on yesterday for Big Duck? Oh, I ain't screaming loud enough. That's where our culture starts, from the people that's out of town that don't really know who I'm talking about. That's where our culture starts. This a man that drew children and families together. Like they had the tambourine and fan band, the football and all that kind of stuff at the Hunters Field. Right. But the minute he leave, why not the people that was there? It's old school people that been there, they show love. But what about the younger generation that he paved the way for them? All the second line groups should have been there. All of them. They should have been, like they did for Mays, Frankie Beverly and Mays. That's what they should have did for Big Duck. But if he passed a day tomorrow, then they're going to want ramp and raise and be crying and all. That's one of the different second line groups and all that won't come out. And everybody going to have his face on their shirts and all that kind of stuff. And everybody going to want support and get together. Why everybody ain't do that while he's still alive? I'm just saying. Let me calm down. Because that's what they do down here in New Orleans. That's what they do down here in New Orleans. They celebrate you when you leave. They celebrate you when you leave. All the people that don't like me, for the people that's out of town, they gonna shake a tail feather if God take me today or tomorrow. But yet and still, they say, oh, I love her, I love him. And they got a lot of people, oh, I love Big Duck and all that. Well, where y'all was on yesterday? Because I didn't even know until I saw it on social media. And I'm like, well, damn. It looked mighty empty to me. It should have been all over the internet. It should have been all over the news. That's part of our culture. And you mean to tell me that's a slap in the face? Because this who made a way for all of us, for the second lines and all that, for the youth and all that. This who made a way. If you want to have some on a Hunters Field, if you want to have a gathering, you could go to Big Duck and he could go down there to the courthouse and get you out of trouble too. Wow. Where the love at? It wasn't packed as it should have been. It was packed, but it should have been to capacity. That's all I'm saying. The people I saw is the people I know. All the real people that I know, old school people that I'm talking about, it should have been to capacity. All the children who went to tambourine and fan and all of that. All the second line band. I mean, I don't know how many second line bands we have, but all of them should have been out there with all the children, everybody. Oh, but we forgot that we got second line people that own second lines and running second line, and then they ain't never second line a day of their life. They just started, they making second lines be about who got the coolest, who got the most money, who got the coolest clothes on. It ain't about the culture no more. It's all about who putting that shit on and who's spending the most money. What about the power to the people? What about the black people? What about the people? This one of the ones. This one of the ones. To me, y'all can say whatever y'all want. I saw a lot of older people. I saw a lot of people with the culture colors on. I saw a lot of black powerful people. But at the end of the day, where was the younger generation? Where they was? Hit me, sister girl, where they was? Because at the end of the day, y'all might act like I ain't nobody, but I grew up under Big Duck. I used to parade with the Lady Money Waster as a little girl. Now, y'all don't care what y'all do in these second line groups. Y'all can get somebody from Europe, from England, from out the country, and as long as they got a little money, y'all gonna make them the queen or the king just to show y'all ass off. They say we done that shit. It's all about who could spend the most money. It ain't about, oh, she been doing this for decades. She been in this all her life. He been in this all their life. It's not about that right now. It's about who could put that shit on, even if it's ugly. We put them $2,000-$3,000 shoes on, and we spent $10,000-$20,000 for the parade. But y'all ain't did not one, neither two-step. At one time, everybody needed to know how to second line. Now you ain't even got to be a part of the second line. If you got enough money, you can buy you a spot. Hey, Miss Green, I'm blessed. You can buy your spot. You think I could be the queen next year? I got me a black boy. He got money. My old man, my husband got money. You think you can make, I can be the queen? Yeah, because you going to make us look good. You ain't got to do a one, neither, or two-step. You ain't even got to know how to second line. But you got that bread. That's what it's all about. That's what it is. Because I saw some of the people that came out of town, queens and all this shit, and different people, and I was like, well, damn, they don't even know how to second line. They don't even, and at the end of the day, once you make them look good, do you come back and support where you made them look good, right? You made them look good, right? These people, they go grab, but at the end of the day, did they put in? You didn't put in on it. It's like 1, 2, 3 stuff. It's level to this shit. And y'all bypassing the level and say, if you got enough bread, if you her or you him with the bread, oh, you can be the king and the queen. You ain't got to know how to second line or none of that. We gonna make you the king or the queen. And they got all these people down the line. They might not have A-rap money, but they know they're a part of the culture. What about all the other girls that don't have a black boy? What about all the other females that been waiting to be the queen? That's a queen without the money. See, some of y'all had to buy, I'm gonna just buy me a spot. You bought that. You paid to be a queen. What about the ones that ain't got to pay to be a queen? They're already a queen. And this part of the culture. What about them that been doing this for decades? What about the ones, why y'all wait till people get old and out the way? But at the end of the day, these youngsters don't give a damn about getting us no flowers. That's why they need to go sit their old ass down and this and that. Oh, y'all done came and took over in your mind. This outrage. This is our shit. We're going to spend $50,000, $60,000. We're going to spend $300, $400 just for, what happened to, because when we had balls and dancing suppers and all that shit there, it was $10 to go to the ball, and the suppers was $5 and all that. Now it's $200, $300. Certain balls you go to, you're going to pay $150, $200. Where all that come from? I understand the economy with them, but at the end of the day, the culture has nothing to do with the shit that y'all doing today. I love you more. Nothing. So that's what I figure. If you on here and you trying to figure out why you ain't got no likes and views and why people don't like you, they don't like you because they can't tear you down. They don't like me because they can't tear me down. Now, if I had skeletons in it and they knew about, and they could come on there and degrade me, yeah, I get all the likes and views and all that kind of stuff. But what I want y'all to know is whether y'all like me or not, I got a man named Jehovah that loves me. That told me I'll never leave you nor to forsake you. So to y'all, and I'm applying to myself, don't worry about the people that don't like you. Embrace the people that love you. That's why I embraced Jehovah, because I know he loved me. And he stood on his word. He ain't never left me nor forsaken me. I left him. I left him. So don't worry about them not pressing a like, because you know who you are, and you're supposed to know whose you are. I know who I am, and I know whose I am. Even in the midst of my imperfection. And I'm not perfect. And I will never be perfect. So if y'all don't like me because I be putting some shit on, some little clothes, see, it ain't about the clothes being on me. It can't be on you, got to be in you. Y'all can't get mad because I like to dress. I like to put some shit on. I like being a fashionista. Y'all can't get mad. All you got to do is be a fashionista too. When they made one blouse like this, they made another one. I ain't the baddest and I ain't the onlyest, but I'm one of them ones. I'm not selfish. I could never be the only, but I'm one of the ones. I'm just saying. Stop worrying about them not liking you. But first of all, you got to look in the mirror and you got to stop disliking other people. I'm just saying. Because they got somebody on here right now don't like somebody because somebody else don't like them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. He said, I'll make your enemies your footstool. So the person you dislike, one day you might need him. And I seen my first jazz funeral on Bourbon, and tours is like, whoa, that part right there. Hey, Keisha. I'm just saying. Look in the mirror. You ain't got to look twice. You don't worry about them. Make you happy. Do what makes you happy, whether they like it or not. If it make you happy, that's all that matters. Not worrying about what they doing over there. Stop trying to find you and them, because they'll never be you. They will never be you. No matter how much they duplicate or imitate, ain't but one of you and one of me. How about that? Hey, Tammy. How about that? So today is the topic. We all, the ones who have kids, we try to protect our kids. Now, I know we're going to have our little differences on this little subject we about to talk about. All right. For all y'all around the world that's listening to me right now, thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all for the views. Can y'all show your girl some love? I'm not asking for no dollars, no none of that, because my blessing comes from Jehovah. Whether y'all press the like button or not, I'm still going to do my job. I promised God that I was going to do my job, and that's what I do. I ain't never been so consistent in my life. This is the longest job I ever had in my whole entire life, because I never really had to work at a white man's job. My family always was entrepreneurs, always had family business and all that. And I'm not bragging. But anyway, I'm working, people, in my OG murder verse. So all y'all know about the little 13-year-old. 13-year-old that snuck the 20-year-old in her mama's house, right? So listen, all right. Do y'all not know? I know some people say with a little fast ass and all that kind of stuff there. We understand that. Because I was once 13 and they probably would have said my little ass was fast too. Was. But let me say this. Even though she was 13, do y'all not know a 13-year-old is still a child and have a mind of a child? She still have a mind of a child. No matter how fast she is. And I ain't gonna lie, they got some little 13-year-old look like they about 16, 17, 18, 19. They got bodies, they got boobs, they got butt. They don't look like they 13. But in reality, she's still a child. So, all right, grant the fact she snuck the little boy in the house. I snuck somebody in the house before when my mom was asleep too. So I can relate. And I think I was about 50, dead. So my mama never called him, but I did. It was one. So, and he was much older than me too. So listen, the little girl was 13. They said the little boy was 20. Come to find out, the little boy had I'm only going on what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. They said something was like mentally a little wrong. And that mentally wrong with the little guy too. All right. So they got a lot of people lashing out at the mama, saying, yeah, the mama was wrong with this and that. And, you know, let me tell you something. I don't ever want to be put in a situation where I have to take somebody's life. I don't ever want to have to take nobody's life unless it's necessary. Unless it's stand your grounds, you try to pew me and I have to protect myself, right? Now, a lot of people saying she ain't had to do what she did. She didn't. Let's say she didn't. Let's say she didn't. Let's say no, it wasn't right to take somebody's life. But let me speak from a mother's point of view. I'm speaking to all y'all, the naysayers and everybody that feels some kind of way, because everybody entitled to their opinion. That's a mother. And her daughter is a child. So in her mind, she ain't going off. She not thinking, if I do something to this person, she not comprehending because she going off of her emotions. Now, all y'all that's ramping and raving, talking about what y'all, if I shoulda, woulda, coulda, or I woulda did this, I woulda did that. Let me say this. Nobody know what they woulda did until you be put in that situation. Nobody know what they woulda did until you come home and in your mind, this a grown-ass man with your child. And y'all gonna say what she shoulda did? Maybe she ain't had nobody to calm her down. Maybe she ain't think for a second that at the end of the day, if I put this thing in my hand and I go in there and I do this little boy something or whatever, I do this, in her mind, she thinking it's a young man, a man that's taking abuse, that's abusing her child. That's how she looking at it. There's a man, he's 20 years old, he abusing my child, because the little girl, no matter if she's 13, fast or whatever, she still got a mind of a child. And the mama going off of her emotion, which is something that all us women do. We go off our emotion. And a lot of y'all on here talking that shit about what y'all would have did or wouldn't have did, and she shouldn't have do this and she shouldn't have did this and this and that. I'm going to tell y'all again. You don't know what you would have did until you've been put in that situation. All right, since a lot of us women on here, we gonna empathize. I'ma think. I'ma go home, and a grown-ass man in my mind, even though he a young boy, he's still grown, too grown for my 13-year-old. You don't think I would have thought like that too? If I have nobody to calm me down and say, hey, I'm going head first. I thank God that I can sit down and think about shit before I do. And I got people that gonna call me on the phone and tell me, no, sis, you ain't, no, I don't, they ain't worth it. Don't get yourself in no trouble. Maybe she ain't had nobody to talk to about her daughter. All she's thinking about, this her baby. This my baby. And all she's thinking about is he taking advantage of my baby. So her first thought was, I'm a pew this Negro. And she went off of her emotion. She made a conscious decision in a split second and never thought that it was going to cause her to lose her daughter and her going to be incarcerated for quite some time. So you got to look at this thing all kind of ways. I'm not judging nobody. My condolences go out to the young man and his family. And I feel bad for the mother and her daughter, because now somebody else got to take care of her daughter when she continue being incarcerated. I'm just saying. But us as people, why do we always stipulate and say, you know what? She should have did, and they should have did, and he should have did. Nobody know what it's like until you be put in that situation. Let me say something to y'all. Why is it that y'all, and all us do this? Why is it that when we go on the page, when we go on somebody's page, and we go on social media, why is it that we read the comments? I ain't gonna lie, we some nose ass people. Some of us, in little ways, we is some little mess ass people, because all us got a little messiness about us, because we be looking for the comments and we be reading them. And some of the comments people be saying, I be saying, and just shut up. I be wanting to wrestle in the comments. And I be having to say, you know what, just get your ass up off here, because this ain't got nothing to do with you. But a lot of us, when we go on TikTok and we go on social media, we start strolling through the comments. After we look, then we want to see what the people say, and what this one said, and what that one said. And the comments, people really be wrestling. And then they move on. People honestly be arguing in the comments. And I had to catch myself. Because like my videos on YouTube and TikTok and all that shit there, I read some of my comments, but the worst comments I get is when they was talking about, when I talked about the HIV and stuff like that on YouTube, and somebody always got, oh well, she stood with him after he gave her HIV. I should have ran, and she don't love herself. I don't love myself. People don't know what to say because they think that they exempt. They think that anything that happened to you, it can't happen to them. So let me tell y'all something, Miss Things. HIV don't come from just having sex. So before some of y'all put your mouth on certain people, just know that one day you might need a blood transfusion. And you can wake up in a hospital and you can be HIV positive. I'm just saying. But this the world that we live in. And we got some people feel the need that they want to pass their comments and talk about somebody else. If I should have, would have, well, girl, at the end of the day, he gave her that and she still stood with him. Some women need to learn. They need to love themselves. Girl, so what you saying is because every day I look in the mirror, I love myself. I made it to C60. I went through the storms and I'm still here. And a lot of things I went through, some people didn't survive that. They got some people, somebody I know, a couple of people I know unalive themselves because they didn't want to be in the wheelchair. And you'll say, I don't love myself. Stop putting up a facade, acting like you love yourself. Because if you love yourself, some of y'all love yourself, why y'all have to put on so much of fake shit? I'm just saying. If y'all love yourself so much, why everything about you? You got the caterpillars on your eyes, they fake. You got the Brazilian, you got the weave, fake. You got the nails, fake. You got the fake boobs, fake. Fake butt. So if you love yourself, why everything about you, damn near half of your body, is fake if you love yourself? Because this me. Even when Miss Thing said, go eye my face, but this my face. This me. And guess what? I would love to have big boobs, but they got good bras. So I'm like, take me as I am. This me. And me and my brother had a little thing. And he was like, sister, I'm going to buy you some booty. I said, you can't buy me nothing that I already have. If I want a big ass, I can put on 2 diapers and make it look like it's a big ass. I ain't like nobody gonna see it. I'm sitting down anyway. But you talking to a sister was not bragging that everything about me was me. Been there, done that, fine, beautiful. All of this is me. So if somebody want to be with me, they got to take me as I am. So for them to be under the comments of the, oh yeah, well, she let him get the HIV and she went back and she don't love herself and this and that. And I was like, girl, please. Hey, Queen Loretta, before you come for me, know the history. Because there's history behind my story. I ain't just woke up and got with a man and married a man and say, boom, can you just give me HIV? Wow. And the good part about me, I'm non-detectable going on 13 years. And y'all don't hear me come on here. Oh, well, I'm in my feelings and I can't survive because of HIV and they got me going and I'm just so depressed and this and that. Huh? And that don't sound like a woman that don't love herself. But if I'm on here, thank you, Queen. If I'm on here, oh, y'all just give me $1. Y'all can bless me because I don't want to live no more because, I got HIV and I'm in a wheelchair and nobody don't want me. Not I love me some me. Because if I didn't, it speak volume. I'm 60 years old. And nobody validate me. Nobody but Jehovah validate me. I don't worry about how people feel about me. So for people to get on the internet and go under your stuff and be trolling and say, well, some women just don't love themselves. And girl, why don't you go sweep in front of your door? Because a lot of y'all got shit going on that y'all see other people going. They got other people exposing themselves and talk about the shit that they dealing with and on the internet. And some of y'all going through the shit behind closed doors. And some of y'all ain't telling nobody but Jesus. And y'all ain't got to tell him because he already know your lifestyle. But the nerve of y'all. But we all go on people's page and we start reading the damn comment. Thank y'all for the follow. Thank y'all for the love on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Thank y'all. Because I'm like, well, what it is about me that they don't like. I'm very outspoken, but they say I'm messy. Being messy and outspoken is not the same. See, I'm very outspoken because I speak my mind and people don't like that. People cannot handle the truth. They're ready for me to get on the internet and lie to them and fabricate and make it seem like this happened and that happened, this happened. Let me tell y'all about me. My story never changed. But I bet you if y'all go on some other people's page and y'all go back when they first started telling their stories and telling this story and this and that, y'all gonna be like, well, damn what she said a long time ago. Damn what he said a long time ago. Because the internet is designed to deceive y'all. So a lot of y'all is being deceived by the internet. Oh, but you got somebody right here that's keeping it real. That's letting y'all know, oh, well, it is what it is. And yeah, if he wouldn't have, after he gave me the HIV, and I realized that I had it, I contracted it. If he would have been a good man and a good husband, that would have been our little secret. That would have been between me and him. But since he won't be around here storing his royal oats and won't spray and sleep around and this and that, it's time for me, to be a mad day one. Like y'all say, a mad day one. Yeah. But I bet you me being mad and telling people, I bet you I saved some young girls out there. Because what y'all don't know, they got so many nice, handsome looking men that's buff, their skin is beautiful and all this shit kind of stuff. And guess what? They positive. They positive. So to y'all out there that's judging the ones who are on the internet and then told y'all what they have, see, I ain't the one y'all got to worry about. The ones who, telling y'all, yeah, it is what it is. It's the ones that don't tell you that the HIV positive is the ones you got to worry about. Yeah, the lie's the truth and the truth is the lie. That part, see. So at the end of the day, I ain't the one you got to worry about. Because I love me something and I'm going to protect me. And any guy or anybody that I talk to, I let them know straight up. This what it is what it is. And at the end of the day, I need to be honest. I don't even really be wanting about no sex like that. Every now and then a little thing go to thumping and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, do I have to have it? Do I'm gonna go sit my ass in some lukewarm water? And at the end of the day, I'm gonna get that shit off my mind. Because it's a mind thing. But for me out there, head first, still sleeping around, I ain't one of the ones. I'm not the one out there that's still sleeping around, that's contracted. If they tell y'all that Atlanta is to the capacity with HIV, New Orleans is to the capacity, Houston is to the, if all these states in the capacity, well, I'll be looking at everybody. Everybody's a suspect. So if New Orleans is high, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, that means everybody is a suspect. Because what y'all need to know, the people that came out with HIV in New Orleans, from what I can understand, they still sleeping around with different people. I just be sitting in the back and I be looking and I be saying, well, damn. And people be on the internet talking about they ain't sleeping around, they ain't messing with nobody and this and that. And Pop go to Weezy and the Weezy go Pop. And then somebody come on the internet, oh, we just slept together. Oh, we just was together. Oh, man, you been together. Thank you, Queen. Oh, we was together. So in other words, a lot of y'all with HIV need to practice what y'all preach, because I'm not gonna get on the internet and talk about HIV and I'm still out here selling my ass. Like, what is the man of what is it for a man to profit the whole world and lose his soul? You on the internet, you telling people, oh well, I got HIV, but is you telling them that you're not sleeping with nobody? Because when you go to the doctor, when you go to your primary care doctor, they ask you at the clinic, is you sexual active with anybody? And if you is, who they are. You think they naming all the people they sleeping with? I be on the internet and I be saying they lying their ass off. See, one thing about a woman from the street or a man from the street, game gonna recognize game. How y'all gonna bring game to Parker Brothers and they invented all the Tonka Tone game? Got to be more careful. Right string, wrong yo-yo over here. That's why a lot of y'all tossing and turning, because y'all lying to the people, deceiving the people on the internet. And I ain't in competition with nobody on the internet, because when it's my time, it's my time. I bet you every day that I come on the internet, I'm touching somebody's life. I'm making somebody feel better about themselves. I got a sister on here that I love dearly. She was ready to go set it off the other day. She was ready to go set it off. And she called me while she was there. I'm about to set it off. And I say, calm down. No. And I say, calm down. And I say, you know what? Let me break it down to you, sis. If you set it off right now, who's going to take care of my nieces and nephews? Literally, who's going to take care of them? Because you, my sister in Christ. And if you go set it off right now, who's going to take care of them? And she said, yeah, I'm going to set it off. I'm going to set it off. I told y'all it take me 3 days to calm down. Guess what she said? So I know why God is using me. I know that God is using me. Wait, let me tell y'all after I do this little puzzle thing. I know God is using me. Ain't this something? The devil is a lie. I know. Hold up, y'all, 1 minute. I got to get back to this page. I had 7,000 likes on this page.
So you know you can go viral with just two pictures. I'm going to show you how to upload your pictures with this AI luxury car effect. You see this effect is giving...
Hold up, y'all. Give me a minute. I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens. I hope it go back. Catch up. should resume. So I can finish telling y'all the story. There you go right there. There you go right there. I'm back, y'all. Sorry, TikTok be playing all kind of games. Anyway, I gotta wait for the people to come back on here. So, y'all listen. So, I know that I make a difference in people's life. I'm trying to get TikTok a little minute to catch up. There they go right there. Y'all, I'm sorry, it ain't my fault. It's TikTok. TikTok, y'all gotta stop playing games with people now. Come on now, I'm an inspiration. I'm a content creator. I'm an inspiration to a lot of people, and a lot of my people left. Y'all got to stop doing that. Come on now, stop doing that. So anyway, y'all, so I was talking to my sister, right? And her and I was talking on the phone, and she was ready to go set it off, right? So no matter what y'all say, no matter how y'all say it, I know that I'm a child of God. And God, Tasha, and God uses me in all kind of ways. And every day that I come on a platform, I touch people's lives. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, I am anointed. I have a spirit of discernment. And when God speaks to me, I listen. At one time, I didn't listen, and I paid the price for that. I didn't know that I had a spirit of discernment. I didn't know to listen to my intuition. Now that I know who I am and whose I am. So listen, y'all. So my sister, it's like, I'm gonna set it off. I'm gonna set it off. So I'm all the now listen. So she called me one time, and then she called me again, and then she called me on both of my phones. So by her calling me on both of my phone, I said, something wrong. I said, I was sleeping too. I was sleeping good. I said, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I said, I got to answer my phone, right? So I answered my phone, and she was where she was about to set it off. And I said, just calm down. So I got her to a level to just where I wanted her just to hear me real good. And I was like, in so many words, if something happened to you or you set it off, I said, who gonna take care of, the kids? In so many words, that's what I was saying, to make a long story short. And I don't know if y'all remember, I told y'all, whenever I get into it with somebody on the internet, it takes me 72 hours to calm down. It takes me 3 days, and then I got to repent, and then I got to talk to God, then I got to feel bad, and then my conscience going to be bothering me. So it takes me 3 days to calm down. So she said, I said, well, you need to calm down. She said, yeah, I'm going to calm down because it's going to take me 5 days to calm down. I said, now how you get to get 5 days? And y'all, just at that moment, the whole set it off thing was turned around. So you used to me saying it take me 3 days, 72 hours. And she said, oh, it's gonna take me 5 days. The calm down. It's gonna take me. I said, now how you get 5 days and I only had 3? I know she looked just like me. Don't say I look like her, she looked like me. You said I look just like Clover. No, Clover looked like me. So y'all, she said, oh, it's gonna take me 5 days. I said, girl, well, how they gonna take you 5 days? And that's more days than me. And girl, we just started laughing, and we started talking about it. Then she ain't stopped laughing. But after that, that changed the whole situation around. And she don't know. When she started laughing and we was laughing so hard, I was saying, Lord, thank you. I was saying, Lord, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. And she was like, because she'll be saying, I don't have nobody. It's just you, me, and the kids, and this thing. I don't have nobody. And I said, Lord, thank you for using me. At that moment, me making her laugh just turned everything around. I mean, everything. Y'all, Jehovah have a sense of humor, huh? Don't he have a sense of humor? Because at the end of the day, she was ramping and raving, and I couldn't get a word in, and she was going, "Oh, I'm gonna set it up." And then I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna be honest. She was talking like me. She was talking like me, because I'm on, like, and I was like, damn, she sounds just like me. And she pull up. She on site. I hear she on site because this and that in it. And this, I said, Lord, if this ain't every bit of me, thank you, Queen. If this ain't every bit of me, but look how God used me to change that whole situation around. Thank you, Queen. Thank you on TikTok. Thank you on YouTube. Thank you. And I say, Lord, I thank you so much for my sister. I thank you for using me. See, the people who don't follow me and don't be over here and this and that, at the end of the day, I embrace the ones who do follow me and the ones who do show me love. Because I am an inspiration to other people. And I'm here to change other people's life. And God using me to make other people stronger. When you might be thinking you going through the worst of the worst, I'm going to come on here and God going to show you the little thing that you going through ain't nothing compared to what Ann done been through. What y'all going through right now ain't nothing. Y'all think I don't have bad days too? I told y'all it ain't always going to be sugar. I mean peaches and cream. Sometimes I have my good days and my bad days. I'm like somebody schizophrenic, like, girl, we might talk today and you might call me tomorrow. You might call me the next day and I ain't answering the phone. But that's not good because I don't want y'all to think something is wrong with me, but that's part of my bipolar. I'm bipolar. Sometimes I just don't want to talk to nobody. Thank you, Paula. Sometimes I just want to be me. Sometimes I be wishing that I can just get breakfast in bed. And sometimes I could just wish somebody could just come here and just do everything for me. Just give me a special day. Just give me my flowers while I'm here. Just go clean up and dust and do everything for me. Just do everything for me. Just give me a whole weekend to just pamper myself and enjoy myself. That's who I am. And y'all should feel like that because at the end of the day, whether y'all want to believe it or not, the world is changing right now. Things are changing. Anytime you go in the store and you get a candy bar and it costs $2 for a little candy bar, I'd be like, well, goddamn. Just like I bought a 3 Musketeers and it was $4. But at the end of the day, I was like, I would never want it. Yes, I would have because I wanted it. I learned to, if you want something, go get it. But make sure you take care of your necessities first. Make sure you pay your bills. Make sure you do what you got to do. But enjoy your life while you got to change and stay enjoy your life. But make sure you keep your stash where you ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. Because the very people that you didn't help and you didn't got them on their feet and you made sure you didn't help them, but they're not going to, don't look for people to help you that you help. It's going to be people that never helped you before. It's the ones that's going to help you. The people that you never helped before. That's what I want to say. The people that you never helped before is the ones that's going to help you with no strings attached. That means strangers that help you faster than your own flesh and blood. And God forbid the people that owe you money or people you done stuff for and you call them and you ask them for $10, $20. Oh, I ain't got it. No, they ain't got it for you. So the best thing you could do is keep a ram in the bush. Always keep your ram in the bush where you ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. And you ain't got to be whining and saying, oh, Lord, I need them. Go. Jehovah said he will never leave us nor forsake us. And he mean it. When all else fail and people turn their back on us, am I lying? Y'all, some of y'all got unexpected money. Some of y'all got money that y'all wasn't even looking for. God always sends somebody. You'll get a phone call. And at the end of the day, we won't rush God. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be saying, well, God, damn, you go to thinking, when you ask God for something that ain't coming, when you wanted to, you go to doubting God and saying, damn, God, what I did. You go to question God like you did something when at the end of the day, he just allowing you to go through the process so you won't be given like you done gave. God be testing us. See, all them people you gave, And all them people you ran there for them, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just learned how to say no a couple of years ago. I just learned how to use the word no. No. I could see it now. I could see you only want me for convenience. I could see you only trying to use me. So the word is no. People, it's easy for people to tell you no, but it's not. But it's easy for them to tell me no, but it's not hard for them to ask me for something. If I'm saying it right. They ain't the way I want to say it, but they can ask me for something. But if I turn around and ask them for something, they ain't got it. So now I didn't develop something in my mind. Like, no, you only trying to use me when it's convenient. If you're not gonna give me, well, I'm gonna give you. And then I'm starting to see y'all got to see people who ride with people. If you ride with somebody that did something to me and you ride with them and you're supposed to love me, you just like them. You just like them. And I'm going to say this. God bless my brothers and my sisters that's no longer here. But my sister that's no longer here, even when I was wrong, I was right to her. She'll be like, girl, you know you wrong, but she ain't going to let nobody else know I'm wrong. She'll tell some other family member, girl, you know Annie done such and such, and she knows she was wrong, but nobody still better not play with my sister. That's what I love about my sister, because she ain't going to go against the grain. She ain't going to let nobody play with me either. And even though my sisters and my brothers, the ones that's not here, I'm not going to let nobody play with them either. That's who I am. But you got some people and families that go along to get along, and at the end of the day, they materialistic. So at the end of the day, they're going to ride on the bandwagon with people that they could get shit out of. See, I see y'all a mile away. Now, that shit that I done gave you, and I ain't going to lie to y'all, I can raise my right hand to Jehovah. All the people I done gave and all the people I done done for, I done way more for them than they done for me. With no stranger check. So now that I open my eyes, because I remember my grandma said, you can't buy love. So what I do is, certain people that be trying to call themselves asking me for shit, I ask them for shit. I say, let me get that out. You know, I say, and to be honest, I don't really be needing it. And I say, let me get $20. Send me $20 on cash out. Oh, I ain't got it. And I be saying, I just want. So when you tell me no, you want less. I got to worry about begging me for shit. You single? That's what I'm saying. You want less. I got to worry about begging me for shit. Y'all got to test people. Y'all got to test them. And y'all got to see. And then y'all also got to be careful on the people, because the enemy has set it up to somebody or give you something or do something for you with a motive. Oh, not this year. People do shit with a hidden agenda, with a motive. So just because somebody treating you nice, y'all got to be very mindful of that. Don't jump the gun though, but you got to think like, damn, you being nice to me, because you know at the end of the day, they know either know you got something going, something coming, or something. So it's the bait. So be very mindful of some people that's in your family or so-called friends that be nice, because all nice people, some of them nice with a motive. Hey, take care of yourself, folks. Y'all got to be very mindful of the men that come in your life and deceive y'all. In the beginning, he gonna treat you like the queen you is. You get the flowers, you get the perfume. He gonna give you. It's called the bait. And once they get you, you're gonna like everything about them. No gives, okay. You're gonna like everything about them. Y'all got to be very mindful, because the enemy and Satan come like a thief in the night. That boy come looking good, smelling good. You're gonna like his persona. You're gonna like everything about him, and all the while he have a hidden agenda. But you ain't gonna never get married. Okay. I'm just saying, be mindful. And if you get with somebody, ask them certain questions about themselves. And if you catch them in lies, that's a red flag. Because if you lied to me once, most likely you're gonna lie again. Lying to me is a red flag. So if you got somebody that don't love you enough to be honest with you, they starting off bad. Right? You just can't be real. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I meet guys and I talk to them, and we go to talking on the phone and we get familiar knowing each other, and I be like, well, let me tell you this, let me be real with you. I was married with such and such, and I contracted HIV from my husband, and I'm non-detectable, this and that. That's who I am. That's me. Now, they got a lot of females out there. They still sleeping around. A lot of men out there still sleeping around. And they ain't saying that because they feel like as long as they non-detectable, they could still go out there and sleep around with different people because they ain't going to give it to them. Yeah, long as you're non-detectable, you can't pass it on to nobody. But at the end of the day, you still should protect yourself. Because just because you can't get HIV, you could get herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea, and all that other shit too. So just because you non-detectable don't give you a check to go and have sex with other people. And a lot of y'all doing that. And what a lot of y'all don't know is that your medicine come in, you could get your medicine delivered to your door, like a package from UPS or a package from FedEx and this and that. So at the end of the day, a lot of them, you can get the shots. So just because you don't see no medicine hanging around, don't mean that person don't have HIV. Because you can get the shots every month or every other month. And in your mind, if you dumbfounded, if you're not educated about HIV, you're like, well, damn, she ain't going to no doctor. I don't see no papers. Ain't no medicine laying nowhere around here. That don't mean nothing. Because you don't see no medicine laying around there, that don't mean nothing. I was taking the shots too until I had to have surgery under my thigh because I had a burn and I got off the shot. But once it healed under my thigh, then I go back to taking the shots. But don't get misconstrued and thinking, well, damn, this person ain't on no kind of medication. And, because a person will be non-detectable getting the shots and you ain't gonna see no medicine. That's the people y'all got to worry about. Just because you with somebody don't mean that they don't have HIV. But HIV is not a death sentence. You still can enjoy your life. You still can live your life. Stop worrying about it's other people on the outside that's still out here having unprotected sex. Make it such a big thing. Talking about, oh, I don't want to eat from this person. Now, if a person have HIV and they nasty, that don't go together. Ain't nowhere in the world you got HIV, you got any kind of disease, and you're nasty. That's the one you got to worry about. But they got people that have HIV that's in relationships and marriages and all that kind of stuff there. All you have to do is educate your partner, educate somebody and tell them and be real with them. All that lying shit and all that, because if you tell one lie, you got to tell another. And sooner or later, your lie's going to catch up with you. Who wants to keep on lying? And I ain't lying to y'all. They got some people that I know personally are habitual liars. Everything come out their damn mouth is a lie. And I be saying, nah, they just telling a goddamn lie. But I got to mind my business. See, they got a HIPAA law and all that kind of stuff there. I can't come on here and tell y'all, he lying, she lying, they lying. He got it, she got it, they got it. Because even if I told y'all that, somebody gonna say, oh, well, she just hating. She just lying. No, I'm not lying. But it ain't my place to put nobody else's personal business out there. But there's more people than you think is walking around with HIV. They got fine, healthy, beautiful women. They got fine, healthy, handsome men. A lot of people is infected. But they want to be on the internet and laugh and talk about other people. But you're the same one throwing a rock high in your hand and you infected. At one time, you couldn't hide HIV because somebody waited for medicine and didn't get it. And it turned out to AIDS and they passed away. And the people that don't know the difference between HIV and AIDS, oh yeah, that person got AIDS. They got this and they got that and this and that. And they sick, you sick as you think you sick. Because in my eyes, I'm not sick. I take medicine, but I'm not sick. I take care of myself. But to other people, oh well, when they want to judge you, oh don't eat from this one, don't eat from that. Well, if that's the case, none of us shouldn't eat from nobody at fast food restaurant. None of us shouldn't eat from McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes, Cane's, Chick-fil-A. None of us, Captain D's, none of us, Chinatown, Cajuns, none of us shouldn't eat from no public places. Since y'all want to go there and talk about, well, I ain't eating from her, or I ain't eating from this one, because you know they got HIV, so you won't say, I ain't eating from them. Well, that's the case, don't eat from the fast food restaurant. Because last I remember that certain jobs don't do physicals. So just imagine how many people living with HIV that's working at fast food restaurants. When you get a background check, you don't get a physical check. It don't say, well, let me see if they got herpes, let me see if they got syphilis, let me see if they got gonorrhea. If that's the case, a lot of people wouldn't have jobs. Hey, Brandon, Linda, Tracy, a lot of people wouldn't have jobs. Do y'all know how many people sick that's working and gotta work? Because at the end of the day, even with your sickness and HIV or whatever, even with that, even if you get Social Security, do y'all realize Social Security do not pay the bills? If you get a Social Security, I mean, some people, if you get Social SSI, SSDI, SSI, or whatever, but if you get a straight up disability, which is $9.94 down here in New Orleans, that don't pay the bills. So at the end of the day, you got to make sure you have a little extra to pay your water bill, your light bill, your rent, or whatever else you got going on. Because at the end of the day, your little once a month check is not paying the bills. So since y'all want to go there and talk about people with diseases, do y'all ever think like that? Do y'all ever think about, well, damn, I'm getting these fries at McDonald's. I'm getting this hamburger. I'm getting all this, but do you ever think in your mind, well, damn, the person that sticks in your hamburger might be HIV positive? I'm just saying. Or y'all don't think like that. And then some of y'all cuts up when y'all go through these fast food restaurants. The last thing you want to do is cut up with somebody that's fixing your food. Because if you going back and forth with somebody and you arguing and fussing with somebody, that's the very person that you arguing and fussing with, they probably didn't drop your burger on the floor, drop the meat on the pad on the floor, probably didn't wipe it up, but did all kind of things to you because you arguing with them. And now we got all different people, different type of people that work in fast food restaurants, even not 5-star restaurants and all that. We got people all over the world have mental issues. So now you arguing with somebody with a mental problem that's fixing your food. Why get your food after you didn't argue with everybody that's back there? And now they saying, you know what? Show their ass. They spit on your food. They drop your food and all that. You got to be some type of stupid if you argue with somebody that's fixing your food at a fast food restaurant. So y'all don't think about all that. But yeah, and still everybody want to talk about, oh, well, when you're in the one, oh, this one got it. Oh, girl, she got that shit. And then some of y'all have the nerve to talk to other men about other women that have, yeah, I don't know why you trying to be with her. She got that shit. Oh, you talking about her. She got that shit. And you probably got that shit. And somebody had to tell somebody that tried to talk about me and say, oh, you trying to talk to Ann and she got that shit. And they said, yeah, she told me. That part right there. Oh, yeah, she told me. Because you thinking you better when at the end of the day, let's see your results. Since you're trying to throw salt on Ann, but at the end of the day, and then I was talking to one guy, and he was like, why you ain't never tell me? Thinking, one guy was like, well, why you ain't never told me you had? So we're not in a relationship. You're not my boyfriend. You're not my old man. We're not together. So we just started talking. Maybe I didn't want to tell you that just yet. And when you met me, you started talking to me on the internet. That's why I don't do internet dating. So you saw on the internet, Come on now. I'm not bragging, but I'm all over the internet. I mean, just all over the internet with the HIV. So stop acting like you didn't know. Wow. Or that's your excuse. Oh, why you didn't tell me? Tell you for what? We not intimate. We not together. And I ain't planning on being with you. See what I'm saying? So people play like they don't know and they act like they don't know and all that kind of stuff. Man, say that shit for somebody else. Because I am not ashamed of nothing that's going on in my life. I'm not ashamed of nothing that happened in my life. I am blessed, highly favored, even being in a wheelchair. My chair does not define who I am. I love me some me. That's why when the people try to play with me on the internet, with the ones who did what they did and all that, when they try to play with me, I be trying to beg them in so many ways to please leave me alone. Stop trying to play with somebody that's wounded. Stop trying to mess with somebody that ain't messing with y'all that's wounded. Y'all got a lot of balls. Because at the end of the day, let me say that. If I did something to somebody, it can be 20, 30, 40 years, and they still alive. I wouldn't be around here boasting and bragging and making myself feel like, especially when you dealing with somebody that ain't nothing. I ain't bragging, but I ain't the one to play with. But now that I'm old, I'm wise, I don't get in trouble. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. But I'm saying, this thing, if you did something to somebody, you don't know 20, 30, 40 years if that person gonna click or crash out. So you think I'll be playing the little games that they be playing on the internet by trying to play with me, and I be, nobody saying, Lord, you know what, Lord? I'll just stay inside. But people think that they can play with you and hurt you in some kind of way, and they can hide behind other people because they feel like people protect them. I feel like people put their guards down when they play with the wrong people. Because if I ever did something to somebody, I'm still going to be like, you know what? I remember what I did, and I almost did this. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to boast and try to make them feel like, yeah, I did what I did, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to boast and brag on hurting nobody and then make myself feel bold and bad because I got somebody in a wheelchair when I did the little one-hitter quitter. Which y'all need to realize that I got PMP one time. It was an accident. It was a lucky shot. One lucky little pum. It wasn't no, I'm standing over, it wasn't no gangster shit. So don't get it twisted about that. It was like, yeah, I put my hands on somebody, I walked away, they waited till I walk away and pum. That was that. So where I'm from the streets, there ain't no gangster shit. Not where I'm from. You did what you did, but you did it from the back. If you did it head on, that's some gangster shit. Like, yeah, you did this and we head up, that's some gangster shit. But that shit that y'all be doing, trying to get somebody by all y'all when y'all be jumping somebody because somebody losing a fight, that's some coward ass shit. Any one of y'all on here that ever jumped in a fight because you felt like your sister, your brother, somebody losing a fight? Nah, let them fight. If your sister or your brother lose the fight, at the end of the day, you break them up. And if their sister and your brother feel like they won't go another round, let them go another round. But all that jumping in there, kicking somebody while they down and all that, nah, I wasn't raised like that. My mama said, you going to bring your ass back out there and you going to whip her ass. You going to whip her ass. See, when that happened to me, it was two of them. And it was one of me. I was ready. Fish was bald. Like, come on. What we doing? We about to vibe and weed. I'm about to duck. I'm about to duck from both of y'all. We about to do this. I was like this for a few seconds. And then I had to put them down. Like, damn, we ain't about to fight. That was me. To be honest, that was like, yeah, come on, let's vibe and weed. And I'm gonna do you. And after I do you, then we gonna, boy, it's two of y'all. So in both of y'all, I'm gonna do you, and then I'm gonna do you. So if y'all beat me up, okay, y'all beat me up. And then we're gonna do this again. Because I'm gonna do you, Catch you by yourself, and then I'm gonna catch you by yourself, and then we're gonna go another round. That's the mindset I had. Like, oh, it's two of y'all. Y'all don't know. I know it was two of them, and it was one of me. I'm like, come on, let's do this. You don't play with me, and I only said, and I walked away, and I don't remember nothing from that. Because all I wanted was a little fair fight. That's all. That's all. Let's do this. That was me. I wasn't looking for a pum, but it's okay. Because I'm still here. But there ain't no gangster shit. So a lot of y'all be thinking that shit gangster. When y'all be jumping people, when it take all 5 of y'all to jump one female or one man, that's some coward ass shit. Catching somebody from behind, and somebody, you catch somebody from behind, that's some coward ass shit. That's some coward ass shit to me. No matter what way you look at it, that's some punk ass shit. And a lot of y'all built like that. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised where, oh, she outside, she won't fight you. Put your tennis on, string your tennis up, and hit the street, hit the court. I grew up in what you talking about, more flipping ass? Well, I saw that about them over there, but I try to stay out of other people's business, but they say he cheated on the other girl that he was with, but I'm saying at the same time, a lot of women out here think, oh, well, he cheated on this one, he cheated on that one, or he ain't gonna cheat on me. Let me tell y'all something, y'all women out there. No matter how fine and how pretty you is, to some men, pussy is pussy. No matter how fine and pretty you is, just like he had you and he had her, some men, it is never enough. So what make you think you exempt? Thank you, Queen. What make you think, oh, well, he cheated on his wife before you, and now you got him? But in your mind, oh, he yours. What makes you think he ain't gonna cheat on you? That's what they do. But at the end of the day, let me tell you, I'm gonna just pass my opinion about that. Mo Flip and his wife, it ain't been a good 6 months that they've been split up. And the other women on the outside felt like they stand a chance. How y'all could feel like y'all stand a chance when at the end of the day, he still had unfinished business with his wife? He still had, and he's not legally divorced yet. So y'all jumps in a relationship with a man that's still been with a woman that he been with out of all y'all. He done cheated on her with all y'all, but he still have some type of love and feelings for his wife. And now y'all come along and y'all thinking, oh, well, I'm going to jump in that right now because they ain't together. But at the end of the day, he got to pay for what he did to his wife. So that means you thinking you going to change him. You can't change him from what he did to his wife. He still got to pay for his sins of what he did. The Bible says that I shall not commit adultery. And he committed adultery. And now, I guess y'all feel like, oh, well, he ain't with his wife, so I can jump in on that. No, that don't go like that, Queen. Y'all got to give him time to heal, and it's going to be a long time. How you going to get with a man that's his heart still belongs somewhere that he's no longer there? His wife ain't cheated on him. He cheated on her. So at the end of the day, y'all think, well, the wife left or they're not together, whatever. So I'm going to just jump on them. That don't go like that. I don't care how fine or pretty you is. He did it to her and everybody behind her. He going to do it to them. Y'all got to realize that God don't work like that. What makes you think God going to allow you to be happy with a married man that messed over his wife before he started messing with you? That's what I'm saying. So if he been cheating on his wife with you all these years, what makes you think that God going to allow you to be happy with a man that you got? He was cheating on his wife for you. And I ain't going to cheat on you for somebody else. Y'all got to know this, we in a real world. And God's words never come back void. If a man cheat on you for somebody else, he going to cheat on you for somebody else. That's the way the world is. And 2 times to 1, I don't really know his wife that personally, but I know she was a good woman, a good wife. And she did everything. She got history with, no matter what way y'all look at it, she got history with that man. That was her husband. So if that was her husband, and she was good to him, and she did everything she could possibly do to make her marriage last, and then at the end of the day, you know when she got fed up? When he got exposed. Wow. You know when? I believe, and I'm just being real, this me talking. I believe that, I think his wife's name Britt. I think her name Brittany, I'm not sure. I believe that him and his wife will still be together to this day if it would have never got exposed. Because we as women, we go off our emotions, but I do believe that if he wouldn't have never been exposed all over the internet, but it was time for him to be exposed because God got tired of him playing with his wife. He'll never get a good wife like he been with that Britt. I think that's her name, Britt. He'll never get another one. Her. He can go through a million different females. He'll never find another one like her. So y'all could go behind her and thinking y'all better than her and all that kind of stuff there and thinking the grass gonna be green on the other side with him, without her. Nah, him without his wife, it's like cornflakes without the milk. She invests in him and he invests in her. And nobody that come behind him, it's gonna be years and years and years and years and years behind her, years and years and years before he find somebody similar to her. It's gonna be a long time. Ain't God gave him the wife that he wanted him to have. And some of y'all young girls out there, y'all think it's, oh, well, I know he was married and I've been messing with him, and now it's time for everything to come out in the openings. God don't work like that. And some of y'all women think it's cute. It's cool. You don't care. I don't care if he married. I'm still gonna mess with him all that. You got to get that back. If you ever want to be married, ever want your own husband, now you got to realize in life, like you heard that woman, like you heard Britt, which I think that's her name. Like you heard her. Now when you get married, you got to get that back. See, it's all fun and game. And then the same thing, like I think Murder was saying something about, why all y'all going behind Brooke? Why all y'all, like, if Brooke mess with him, then all y'all want to go behind Brooke? And it seemed like to me it'd be like a pad, like OG Murder was saying, like it's a pad. And all of y'all going behind, all y'all want to be with the same person that Brooke been with, all that kind of stuff there. But at the same time, all y'all didn't mess with somebody's husband, and now all y'all got to get that back. So on the outside, a lot of y'all think people be happy when they do stuff like that to people. They're not happy. It's a facade that they put on. They go out to dinner, they go out to eat, and they go spend a happy time together and all that kind of stuff there. But it's only a facade. See, y'all on the outside looking in. Yeah, people that mess with other people's husbands and wives, they gonna paint a perfect picture to make their spouse feel some type of way. Oh, look, I got me a fine girl. I got me a handsome man and all that. But at the end of the day, they're not thinking about karma coming back. You got to get that back. And some of y'all get it double because the know better is to do better. But in your mind, it's just a phase. No. If you destroy anybody's marriage, if you had something to do with anybody's marriage being destroyed, you got to get that back. I don't give a damn who you is. I don't give a damn if you with the man or the woman right now and y'all be going out of town, having fun, enjoying life and all that kind of stuff. If you don't get it back, your children gonna get it back. Some kind of way, your karma got to hit you back. So y'all can go to Missouri. Y'all can go to out the country to China, Japan, London. No matter, y'all can have in y'all mind, y'all want people to think y'all got the perfect life. Nah. Y'all got to stop believing that people are happy in doing evil and deceitful things. There's no rest for the wicked. They do, Paula. It's no peace, no rest for the wicked. So y'all, all right, we got the young generation right now. In their mind, you think they weren't about the other woman. You think they weren't about karma. Nah, because they laughing and playing on the phone, and I got your husband, and you and your husband, whatever a man or a woman, whatever they going through in their marriage, you should never be talking about, well, y'all marriage was all messed up anyway. What they got to do with you? What they got to do with you? If their marriage was messed up anyway, what that has to do with you? Like, I'm not going back and forth with no man. Me and my ex ain't been together for 5 years. Ain't been together for 5 years. Our marriage is over. It been over. We just got to sign on a dotted line, but ain't no more healing for that. And some women think they can heal a broken man or a broken woman. Nah, all the while he was being with you, you was a cover. You was company. You was a cover. Because all the while y'all intimate, y'all being together, he looking you in your eye, but all the while he thinking about, damn, I fucked that up with me and my first wife. But I'm with you, yeah, you pretty, you fine, you got it going on, but the chemistry ain't the same. Them people got history together. And you been in there. You been cheating. A lot of y'all on the outside been cheating, but that ain't for you. It ain't never been for you. You came and interrupt some shit. And now you try to prove a point like, oh, now I got him. Now it's completely over. It ain't over till God says over. But at the end of the day, he gonna pay more than she gonna pay. Because she was a good wife. So at the end of the day, and some of y'all women feel like, well, if he cheat, I'm gonna go out there and cheat. Nah. If he cheat, let him go out there and cheat. But when it's over, it's over. But at the end of the day, y'all women got to stop thinking y'all better than the other woman. And you can't compare yourself to your looks to her. Oh, I'm fine, I'm pretty, I got it going on, I got a big ass, I got all this going on. But at the end of the day, they got history. And not only that, y'all chemistry ain't the same. It's something about her that he still loved. He still stood with her. And in spite of him messing with all y'all, and none of y'all was bad enough for him to say, I'm divorcing her and I'm gonna marry y'all. At least Miss Thing got my ex to marry her. She got my ex to marry her while I was on my dying baby. She got him to file for a divorce on me while I was on my dying baby. She asked him to marry her. And that's what I heard while I was in the hospital. So that's how that went. But as long as I was on my feet and we were still together, at the end of the day, Miss Diamond, we were still together. It wasn't a divorce, ain't even crossed his mind. He wasn't even speaking of divorce. But see, some of y'all women think y'all better. Well, I'm better than her. I'm finer than her. I'm smarter than her. I'm cuter than her. I got it going on more than her and this and that. But at the end of the day, you got to get your karma. You got to get that back. Don't forget. He said, do unto others as you have others do unto you. So whatever you do to other people, just know that you got to get that back. Nobody's exempt. Nobody. And the reason why I can relate to his wife is because I've been there, a wife. So to y'all that think it's funny and it's a laughing matter and all that, it's not funny when somebody hurts somebody or somebody play with somebody else's feelings. It's not funny when you cheat on somebody and you sleep around to somebody that's been loyal and faithful to you. When you cheat on somebody, that hurt. Really hurt. Somebody been faithful to you and somebody invest in you, somebody show you love, somebody do anything in the world for you, and you trade that in for a one night stand. Wow. Even if it's been a couple of nights, I still call it a one night stand, because when y'all separate, it's gonna be like, damn, I did all this and I'm still not with him. He cheated on his wife for me, and now he cheated on me for somebody else. Wow. Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the club. But y'all women think, because y'all put on all y'all makeup, y'all look beautiful with y'all makeup, y'all weave and all that shit there, y'all breasts done, y'all butt done and all that. Some of y'all beautiful on the outside, but y'all not beautiful on the inside. And you got to be some kind of stupid to think you better than a woman that's married to a man that you sleeping with. And a lot of y'all is very cheeky. Y'all go to acting some kind of way, calling the phone and doing all kind of stuff and putting your drawers in their pockets and leaving your drawers all in the car and all that kind of stuff there. Y'all do all kind of evil, deceitful shit. And y'all got to know that y'all get that back. Whatever y'all do to other people, y'all need to know that whatever you do to somebody, you get that back. Men marry first wives because of history, but see that second one, that's the one he loved. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say the second one he loved. I think they be in love with people. And a lot of people get married for all the wrong reasons. Some people get married for stability. They get married for the children. A lot of people get married for all the wrong reasons. But if you get somebody that's going to treat you right, going to respect you, going to be loyal to you, going to be honest to you, that's somebody that love you for you. But nowadays, a lot of people get married for stability. Nobody don't want to marry nobody if they ain't got nothing. Nobody don't want to marry nobody that only have a little. If somebody love you and y'all, it's 50-50. Everybody want to be a stay-home dad, a stay-home mom. Everybody want to stay home. Everybody, I'm going to just be a stay-home mom. I'm going to just be a stay-home dad. Nah, don't go like that. It don't go like that. Trust, understanding, and communication. Where there's no trust, no understanding, no communication, no loyalty, what is the purpose? And don't say, I'm staying with her because of the children. Or I'm staying with him because I can't afford this and this and that. Well, what happened to Jehovah? Say, I will supply your each and every need. He said, I will never leave you nor to forsaken you. That's what Jehovah said. So all them other excuses that y'all use is an excuse. Because I want somebody to love me for me. Love me for me. And y'all got to think one day. Y'all got to sit down and think and say, well, damn. If I wind up in a wheelchair, not putting it on yourself, not speaking that into your life, but just empathize. If this had happened to me, or if my little thing went down, that don't work no more, or I had to be in the hospital for a couple of days or something happened to me, would you still love me? Or would you still be faithful to me? Can you go months, if I had to not have sex with you for a month or two, can you deal with that? Can you go without having sex with me? Can you go without having sex, period? That's real love. They did it because of the children, right? It's just sad. But us as women, we got to start thinking we better than another woman. I never thought I was better than, I never been with nobody husband. And if I ever in my younger days found out a man was married, I didn't want to be with, because I thought about it one day. I know I want to be a wife. So I didn't want to be with nobody else's husband. I know one day I wanted to be a wife and have children and all that kind of stuff there. So that's not me. But these women today, I don't care if he married. I didn't even hear them say, I don't want him unless he married. They think it's a game. It's not a game. I'm just saying. So I hope tonight y'all learn from all this, and stop judging people. Stop judging a lady because she went in the house and unalived the guy. I feel sorry that he lost his life. I feel sorry for his family, my condolences. But at the same time, everybody involved, I'm going to pray for all of them. Even the lady who sacrificed and did everything she could for this little girl. And the little girl she just was being a fast little girl, that's all. She don't know the trouble she caused her mom. She don't know. Maybe 20-30 years from now, she'll look back and be like, damn, all this because of me, because I want to be with a boy. And she gonna realize that ain't nobody gonna do and take care of her and be there for her like her mom. Nobody. You don't get one of them. I don't care where she go. Ain't nobody gonna be there. All her mama tried to do is protect her. That's all she tried to do. And I ain't mad at her trying to protect her daughter. I just don't like what happened. I don't want to see nobody lose their life. But all she was trying to do, y'all, is protect her daughter. And she thinking that was the right thing to do. And it wasn't. It wasn't. But have mercy on her soul, Jesus. Because she getting so much lashback. One thing about life, we can't get everybody to agree and be on the same page. Because everybody have different views. They got some feel like she was right and some feel like she was wrong. A lot of people feel like, but me as a mother and my daughter is underage and I feel like a grown man in my house with my daughter. I'm just saying I probably would have did the same thing. I don't know. I probably would have did the same thing. You don't know what you would have did. We don't know what we would do when it come down to our children. So stop saying about what y'all wouldn't have did. Y'all wasn't in her shoe. Think about a young girl. Think about a child. Her daughter's a child. Just because she's 13, she's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. She only been here 13 years. She still got the mind of a child. And her mama was only trying to protect her. And you know, when all us be saying, and you mess with my child, I'm 10 toes. And then all us be saying what we'll do when it come down to our children and our grandchildren. All us say that shit. The man was on TikTok saying, if somebody unalive my son, like Nolan, well, they unalive my son, somebody say, I'm unalive. Somebody else said that. That make it right, but that's how he feel. And that's his opinion. And some people literally feel like that. Everybody don't play by the rules. Some people feel like an eye for an eye. Some people feel like, oh, you in a wheelchair? Well, I'm going to put her in a wheelchair. But I say, nah. I cut that short. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Let them stay here. Some people let them stay here and go to jail and be behind them walls. Because I don't know nobody say jailhouse is a good place. Let people that do stuff to people, let them get their karma back. Because everybody get their karma. And if they don't get their karma come to the children. That part, Diamond. Come on now. So y'all, all that rapping and raving, talking about the lady and all that kind of stuff, y'all. But y'all still be saying, some of y'all go ahead first for y'all children and our children be wrong. You know, they'll be wrong and we still go ahead first. So don't talk about what you come home and a grown man in your house with you. This a little child. She's 13 years old. She ain't even begin to live her life. And this child is 20 years old, even though, you know, his mind frame from now on, what I hear now, but the mama don't know that. The mama not thinking like that. All she thinking is, oh, you trying to take advantage. You taking advantage of my daughter, 13 years old. They got a lot of predators out there. They got a lot of older men out there that's messing around with these little girls and all that. A lot of predators. They be watching these little girls from when they was little 10 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, until they grow up and they be like, oh, she fine. That's why I be telling y'all, don't be letting these little girls sitting all on these people, men laps and all that kind of stuff there. Some men don't have control over their little thing down there at the bottom. Some men just, you know, you got to be very mindful of your sons and your daughters. So all we could do, all I want my people to do, us to do, is pray for the family. I pray for the victim. I pray for his family, condolence for the family, and I pray for the lady and her daughter and her family. Because this is a situation where at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I'm just saying, speaking for me, I probably would have did the same thing. I would have came home and a grown man in my house. I probably be clean too. Now, do that make it right? No, but when you go off of your emotions and you thinking about somebody, but you trying to protect your child, you're not thinking about that. You're not thinking like that. All you're thinking is that I'm gonna bust your tail. I got something for you. You playing with my child, and now she paying the price for trying to protect her child. So with that being said, I love y'all, and I see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna pray for one another. I decree and I declare, I ask God to have mercy on their soul. Have mercy on, the mother's soul. Have mercy on, the family, on both sides. Because either way the cut go, nobody win. Nobody win. But for y'all to talk about, oh, well, but at the end of the day, that's a mother trying to protect her daughter. I'm just saying, y'all got to think, y'all got to empathize. So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. I'm just saying. I love y'all, Tracy, Linda, Ohio, Nate, and Wanda. I love y'all. I love y'all. Facebook. I love all y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed.